Hey guys, and welcome to a mapping video. Today we are going to be what if the USA was divided. So I'm going to see what the colors are. So first, this blue that you're seeing right now, this is just normal USA. That's what it is. That's just what it is. Now this red is the communist states of the USA. Now this purple, that is the Commonwealth of the USA. Well, not like, well, no, wait, that's not what it was. That was the monarchy of the USA. Or, well, monarch, like, Kingdom of America. Then, this green was going to be the Hawaiian or American Commonwealth. You know? And then this, like, weird turquoise color was going to be the Arctic Confederation of America. Now this is going to be basically just America, but it's all divided. And we're going to see what I think would happen. Am I probably going to be wrong? Yeah. Is it still going to be fun? Probably. Will America hate this video? Yeah. But I'm American, so I don't care if they do, because I also will probably hate the outcome of this video, even though that's what I think would happen. Why are all the dots around them blue? No. Okay, I guess this is just what's happening. I'm only coloring the Big Island. Okay. Now let's begin. After heavy tensions and not having many people move, Virginia decides to secede and create the Communist States of America. America, obviously not liking this, tells Virginia to rejoin them. When West Virginia to rejoin them. When West Virginia refuses and says the reason that they're revolting is because of not being rich enough to, exist, kinda, I guess you could say. The U.S. declares war. But with this, the rest of the Rust Belt, which I'm pretty sure is this. Let me go check on Google. I checked, and this is what we're going to be counting as it. So then all of the USA declares war on the Communist States of America. Surprisingly, the Communist States of America are able to push back and take Wisconsin. And they try to make a push into Pennsylvania, but the push was relatively harmless and only was able to take about... Oh wait, I forgot. This one is really big. Was only able to take... I should also probably change the type of brush. Cancel. Also, I was also trying to take... Only was able to take a couple kilometers, or well, I guess this is miles, of land from Pennsylvania. After this, the U.S. decided to sue for peace. The Communist States of America keep everything that they own and everything that they take. And this was the first show of the USA losing their power. Next, after this, there were more tensions over here of a revolution, though there was not really any reason for it. The people here, which, remember, this is not actually true, this is just an idea I had, decide to make a monarchy consisting of the four corners, calling themselves the Kingdom of America. America, seeing this revolution, did not want a repeat of the communists, what happened to the communists, but they think they could still take it. For most of it, they were right. They were able to cut right to here in Colorado. which luckily for the people who are on the side of the non-union, the capital wasn't there. For Utah, they were not able to push into because of the desert. Same thing with Arizona. And for New Mexico, Texas was able to cut all the way through, taking New Mexico. The monarchy, due to the scaredness, decided to fight back. And they were not able to take back everything. Only parts of it were able to be taken back. Most notably, they were able to take back all of Colorado. But Arizona stayed under the control of the Union. After this, it stayed the same for a while until eventually a huge economic crash happened in New York, causing them to revolt and join the Communist States of America. After this, the monarchs just wanted to sign a contract of peace and alliance with the Communist States of America, but they rejected the offer. After this, Nevada, not having a huge economic crash, but wanting to join in with the kingdoms, declares itself part of the Kingdom of the USA. But after this, the USA is obviously not seen as a world power, and Alaska, not really thinking they need to be here, becomes the Arctic Union of North America, which it just is that for now. Then Hawaii becomes its own independent nation, known as the Hawaii Republic, and eventually it becomes a kingdom. Due to this, the U.S. kingdom asks it to join. At first, Hawaii says no, and Hawaii continued to say no until eventually the U.S. they incited an alliance, and with that, they became allies of the Kingdom of the U.S. After this, since there was never a peace deal signed, they planned to take the city right here, as they have an opening to it. The Union pushes, but then surprisingly, the monarchy pushes back, taking pretty much all the land that they lost, and even pushing and taking Oklahoma. Texas was now mostly cut off from the Union, and they were scared that they would be cut off, so they begged the U.S. to sign a peace deal. In the end, they did, and everyone thought it was over. That was until an alliance, that was until Pennsylvania had decided that they were done with the Union and were done with the communists surrounding them, and joined the monarchy, bringing New Jersey with them, because I guess the world decided they don't have a border. Sorry, this map sucks. After this, the communists start to close in, but the land is taken back. West Virginia being knocked out, and with that, the capital of the communist states were taken. But they did not care. They kept fighting, and in the end, not only did they take back their land, but Pennsylvania fell to the Communist States of America, along with New Jersey. This was starting to get too much for the U.S. Their biggest lands were starting to fall, so they decided to do one last plan to take it all back. And this is where the shatter begins. The U.S. piled all their manpower and attacked each. The communist states held back and even pushed deeper down south, in the land of traitors, rattlesnake, and they took Washington, D.C. With this now happening, the whole entire country breaks into pieces. With Texas joining the kingdom, along with Wyoming, Kansas, Nebraska, Montana, Idaho, and these two ones I don't remember the name of, creating the Western Kingdom of the United States. Over here, the Californian Republic, which I didn't mention because it didn't exist yet, but it didn't have that. Well, it did exist. It's hard to explain. It didn't exist in the context of this. Was created with all three of these states signing on to become one. The Union, though still existing, was no longer the Union. They became known as something else. Something with this color, this color, because it's easier to identify. Even though it's pink, it's still an easier color for me to see than the other ones. The Union were after moving their capital to somewhere becomes known as the United Nation of the of America. They are no longer divided into states. They are all just one thing. They're divided into regions, but again, they're just one thing. These places all eventually fall into the communist hands due to where they are. And this was the standing map. The Californian Republic, no matter what, was never going to fall, or at least that's what they thought. But the monarchs had a change in policy. They decided that everything in the U.S. should be united again. And that started with this. They changed the color of their nation because I keep forgetting which purple it was. But we'll just go with this purple from now on. They decided to continue their attack and conquest, and they took Alaska, and they ended it there for now. But they were planning to take out the Union next. The communist states, following they became communist, but after that they had a huge economic crash, and some tried to leave back to the U.S., actually creating the United States, starting with these three. Or four. And even the capital of the U.S. was back. The Union was back, but it was small now. So the United States of America and the other ones were now here. The monarchy decided they should push in further east, but when they tried to, they were pushed back by the United American nation or something, and were pushed back all the way to here. With that, they lost a huge war ensued for peace. At the end of the peace conference, it was said that they would lose everything that they originally lost. The communist states were going to push in to take back fallen lands, but before they could, why are there still blue blot? Whatever, I know that was pink. It's pink. Pushed in and took before they could. Because of this, the communist states declared war, and then eventually they were all taken out and absorbed into this new kingdom. NATO has already fallen due to this, and the European powers, which will be defined with this yellow, because the Republic doesn't exist anymore, we're planning to come in and take back land, making lands at Boston and Massachusetts and New Jersey with Pennsylvania. Due to this, the nation freaks out and decides to sign an alliance. But then, behind their backs, the monarchy signs an alliance with the British, not the British, but the European powers, saying that you liberate the Union, but we get all the way up to the Mississippi River. It was agreed. So the Union began its liberation, which I'm just going to have the European powers be blue now, but it's actually just liberation of the Union. And because of for the first couple of years, it was just the East Coast and a little bit farther back that was Union, as the monarchy, which keep forgetting the color of, went all the way to the Mississippi River, which I think is up to here. And then after that, the the liberation of the Union began. But like I said, it was the liberation of the Union, so they didn't stop here. They tried to keep going, and they broke through, taking this. But because of this, the monarchy felt betrayed. But not being able to fight against the Union, it was reformed. Hawaii was the only place left, and it surrendered and became part of the Union again. And with that, the Union reunified. And yeah, that's gonna be the end of this video. This was just random. This wasn't supposed to be completely accurate. In the future, I will make more accurate ones that aren't about the U.S. I'm actually going to do a historical World War I one next. Anyway, that's the end of this video.